So, lots of hints about the past, the history and the building and the architecture here. And we're walking back towards the seal trip. Absolutely nice, not designed on a drawing board or a computer screen. But home was built according to means, according to space, according to materials available. From the not so grand to the more grand. I'm going to say it again. Just how nice that there's an absence of litter. It really matters to me. In the foreground or a little bit further along in the distance, we can see Burnham Clock Tower. Today it's so easy to know the time. Look at your phone. Yeah, but there was a time. The only way you could tell the time was by the ringing of the church bells or public clocks, such as Burnham Clock Tower. These shipboard clad houses speak to the age of them. And nice that they're still here. I always smile with a sense of irony when I see new builds that are clad in plastic or aluminium. I wonder if that's just acknowledging that what they did then was good enough, hard to be beaten. Wow, what a building that is! Building Poston's Templeman Galleries. I wonder what the views are like from that roof, that building, that window, that jutting out the roof there. So if you're ever in the High Street in Burnham, and you go past Rose Cottage, and you see the roses in flower, stop and have a sniff. They are beautiful. I don't know whether I need to say it or not, but we don't live in an aspic jar or an aspic culture tray. Life goes on. Growth is the only sign of life. So an old building repurposed, the old and the new, in harmony, can be done. What a beautiful, beautiful high street. Oh my. Loads and loads of lovely buildings. And at a guess, I would say those windows tell me that that was perhaps a church at one time in its life. Oh my! I never expected that. Wonder what the significance of St Mary's House is, or was. Look at the beautiful, beautiful buildings. Wow. nice is that? Now we're looking at the winches, the derricks, on the waterfront there. I'm now looking at the standard tea house. I reckon they would have played a role in loading and unloading the standard tea warehouse. And perhaps the grain for the Crouch bakery next door to it. Wow. Just look at the care. The ornate stonework. Generally men were taking pride in what they did. With a view to it lasting for, I should imagine, centuries. Rather than I can bash more bricks out in a day than you can. Which is very much the impetus of modern bricklaying. I wonder if those bricks were made from Essex clay.
Yeah, here. And Wick Farm, we do the whole
I wonder. Good morning.
All right, good morning.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. Yes, thank you. Yes. We can arrange something for...
So how nice.
Nice to see you. Yes, thank you. Sorry,
The whole place speaks of being loved, being well cared for, being enjoyed. Nice is that? And again, the repurposing of the old for the new. Time goes by. People's tastes change. So what was probably once a dwelling is now a fully licensed Indian restaurant. So an example of the old mimicking the new. Isn't it nice that it's cherished enough?
Thank you very
It want to be. It wanted to be imitated. And then if imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
No more.
And again. Sign of the times. Growth is the only sign of life. Thank heavens that we're growing. Alternatives. Yeah. Too grim. A very peculiar entrance. I wonder what secrets behind that fence. So we're just on our way back to the cabin dairy. I'm going to put a pause on it now. Interesting. I wonder if the star on that plaque is to do with Santiago de Compostela. Might talk about that in a little while. Magnificent houses. As a result of selling produce from the sea. Where do you see that sort of detail nowadays? certainly not the new builds. So I'm going to leave it there. I'll come back to you later.